Hello everyone. Today class number 18 for electrical machine 2. Class number 18 for electrical machine 2. Okay. So today I will complete a compact relation between power, torque, speed and slip. Okay. So relations between powers, there are different types of powers: torques, speeds and slip. Okay, there are lots of relations are there, you have to remember it. Okay, so first let us start. P1 equals to motor input power. So before starting the derivation, I would like to express the denotation first. Okay, P1. And now stator copper and iron loss. PST, stator copper plus iron loss, that is stator loss. Okay, next one, P2, power input to the rotor. Okay, that means the relation of these three we can write P1 equals to PST plus P2, that is P2 equals to P1 minus PST. Okay, so now moving into this one. Okay, so P2, there are PCU, that is rotor copper loss, and PM, mechanical power developed. That means from these two concepts we can write P2 equals to PCU plus PM, right? That is PM equals to P2 minus PCU. Okay, then PG or P out, gross output power, or you can say shaft power. Okay, and PW, that is windage and friction loss. That is from these two concepts you can write PM equals to PG plus PW, that is PG equals to PM minus PW. Okay, these three relations, power relations, you have to first remember it. Okay, then I will move into the torque versus power relation. Okay, so now torque. So what is torque? Torque is nothing but T equals to power by angular speed. Always remember, torque equals to power by angular speed. So T of G, that is gross torque. T of G means gross torque. Gross torque generated in motor, that will be equals to, what is the gross torque? That is including the loss. Okay, including the loss. Okay, so it will be equals to input power to the rotor divided by omega s, right? So input power 2 pi ns. Okay, so just making the box. Okay, this formula you have to making the box equals to your TG. So make a box over here. Okay, so it is a gross power generated, gross torque generated. Okay, next, so make, this is one box, second box, third box, fourth box. Okay, so next one, shaft torque or the rotor torque, shaft torque or rotor torque. Okay, which will be equals to T of SH, shaft torque or output torque. Okay, this is output torque, power PM divided by Pm divided by omega, Pm divided by omega r, that is Pm divided by 2 pi nr. Okay, so make a box. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 already I have been made, 5 formulae I have been made. Okay, so next write, so TSH equals to, okay, so this already have been written. So next one, the difference between, write one sentence over here, the difference between Tg and TSH, the difference between Tg and TSH equals to the rotor, it equals to the torque, the difference between Tg and TSH, because Tg, from this Tg there are two sections, TSH will be the output, and the difference between these two lost due to the friction and windage loss in the motor. So this is the difference between these two is lost due to the friction and windage loss of the motor. Okay, so Tg can be written as P2 divided by, Tg can be written as P2 divided by 2 pi ns by 60, right? So 60 by 2 pi into P2 by ns, that is, if we calculate it, you can get 9.55 P2 by ns. Okay, so make, this is also a box. So TSH, shaft torque, (60 by 2 pi P output by nr). Okay, so this is also another formula. So there are 6 or 7 boxes are there in case of your torque and power relation. Okay, so now I will move into the incorporating the slip and speed. Okay, here now incorporating the slip and speed. See, Pm equals to what? Pm equals to Tg into omega r, and P2 equals to what? Tg into omega s, right? So Tg into 2 pi n r, which is because Tg into 2 pi n s. Okay, so now therefore the PCU, copper loss, which will be equals to what? PCU equals to, you can write Pm minus P2 from this relation, right? So Pm equals to Tg into 2 pi ns minus Tg into 2 pi nr. Okay, so this is your copper loss, taking rotor copper loss. So taking 2 pi Tg, taking common, ns minus nr. Okay, so now PCU divided by, suppose I am dividing it by P2, so it will be equals to what? 2 pi Tg into ns minus nr by 2 pi ns into Tg, right? Just dividing by this way. So 2 pi will cancel out, Tg, sorry, Tg will be cancel out. So the left ns minus nr by ns, okay, which is nothing but slip. So PCU by P2 equals to S. PCU by PS, PCU equals to P2 into S. So what is the significance of it? Rotor copper loss equals to rotor input power into slip. Rotor input power into slip, right? So what is the gross mechanical power? PM. What is the gross mechanical power output? P2 minus PCU, right? So P2 equals to P2 and PCU equals to P2 into S. So that is P2 taking common 1 minus S. So Pm equals to P2 into 1 minus S. So PCU equals to P2 into S. Pm equals to P2 into 1 minus S. That will be net mechanical power developed. Mechanical power developed equals to rotor input power into 1 minus slip. Okay. So now let's summarize. Okay. So what is the ratio of P2 is to Pm is to PCU? P2 equals to P2, Pm equals to P2 into 1 minus S, and PCU equals to P2 S into P2. Okay. So P2 will be cancelled out. 1 is to 1 minus S is to S. Okay. So this is well known relation of a three-phase induction motor power concept. Okay. So this is the slip versus power relation of rotor part. Okay, which is very much important for your exam purpose. This question may have been asked. Okay, so try to practice it and remember this relation first. Okay, this relation will perform some numericals also. Okay, so today I will start some numerical regarding these relations. Okay, now numerical regarding power, torque and slip and speed. Regarding power relations. Okay, numericals regarding power relations. Okay. So problem number 1. Let's do it. The power input to a three-phase induction motor. The power input to a three-phase induction motor is 60 kilowatt. Okay, is 60 kilowatt. The stator loss total, the total stator loss is 1 kilowatt. Okay, 1 kilowatt power is lost. Find the mechanical power developed. Find the mechanical power developed and the rotor copper loss per phase, and the rotor copper loss per phase if the motor is running with a slip of 3%. That is, everything is given. See, in this numerical, P1 is given is 60 kilowatt. It is the total input to the motor, stator input, right? Stator power input, and PST, stator loss, is 1 kilowatt. Therefore, P2 equals to what? Rotor power input. Rotor power input equals to what? 60 minus 1 kilowatt, that will be 59 kilowatt. Okay. And the rotor copper loss per phase you have to find, and slip is given 3%, that is 0.03 PU. Therefore, PCU copper loss, rotor copper loss equals to what? Rotor copper loss equals to S into P2, right? S equals to 0.03 and P2 equals to 59. Just multiply it, you can get the rotor copper loss. So if we multiply it, then it will be 1.77 kilowatt. 1.77 kilowatt. Okay. And now the Mechanical power developed you have to find. So PM you have to find. PM equals to what? 1 minus S into P2, or you can directly use P2 minus PCU, whatever. Okay, so this one also or this one. Okay, so if we find 1 minus this one, so 1 minus 0.03 into 59, so you can get something, some answer. And from here you can also calculate 59 minus 1.77 kilowatt. So whatever you can use, so you have your answer 57.23 kilowatt. 57.23 kilowatt. Okay, so this is your all about first problem. Okay, all about for first problem. So now I am moving into the problem number 2 regarding this concept. Problem number 2. The power input to the rotor, the power input to the rotor of a 400 volt 50 Hz 6 pole 3 phase induction motor is 75 kilowatt. The rotor electromotive force, that is rotor EMF, is observed. Rotor EMF is observed to make 100 complete observed to make 100 complete alterations per minute. Okay, calculate Roman 1 slip, Roman 2 rotor speed, Roman 3 rotor copper loss per phase, rotor copper loss per phase, and fourth one rotor mechanical power. Developed per phase. Okay, so let's do it. See, rotor input to the motor is 75 kilowatt. So rotor power input to the rotor, that is P2. P2 equals to 75 kilowatt is given. EMF is observed to make 100 complete alteration per minute. So rotor EMF is observed to make 100 complete alterations per minute. That is, if we find rotor frequency, now you can find the rotor frequency here. Rotor frequency is 100 complete cycles in per minute, that is by 60 Hz. That is how much? It will be 5 by 3 Hz, right? Okay, so Fs is given na, Fs is 50 Hz, Fs equals to 50 Hz. So from these two we can calculate the slip. Slip equals to what? Because the relation is Fr equals to S into Fs. So S equals to Fr by Fs, that is 5 by 3 by 50. That will be 5 by 3 by 50. That will be slip equals to what? Slip equals to 1 by 30, right? 1 by 30, which will be equals to 3.33%. Okay, so first answer is completed. So now I move into second answer. Rotor speed. So rotor speed is what? So you have to first find Ns. Ns equals to 120 Fs by P. 120 Fs equals to what? 50, and P equals to 6 pole, right? So 6. So it will be equals to 20, that is 1000 RPM. 1000 rpm. Okay, so nr equals to what? Nr equals to, so to find nr, use the formula sleep. Okay, sleep equals to 1 by 30, ns equals to 1000 minus nr by 1000. So 0 0 cancel out, 100 by 3 equals to 1000 minus nr. So nr should be equals to 1000 minus 100 by 3. So 1000 minus 100 by 3, that will be equals to how much? Is 966.7. 966.7 rpm. Okay. So your second problem is completed. So second two problems are completed. So now rotor copper loss per phase. So rotor copper loss is what? So directly you can find PCU, rotor copper loss, AC into P2, right? So AC equals to 1 by 30 and P2 equals to 75. So rotor copper loss equals to 75 by 30 kilowatt. 75 by 30 kilowatt, that will be 2.5 kilowatt. Okay. So next one, the mechanical power developed. So PM should be calculated. PM equals to what? 1 minus S into P2, or you can say P2 minus PCU. Okay, whatever. So it will be equals to whatever you can find. It will be equals to 2.5 will be subtracted from 75, that is 73.5. Sorry, 72.5 kilowatt. Okay, PM. So okay, so these type of problems are very easy. Okay, so please do it and practice it. Okay, very much important for your exam purpose will be you have to practice it. Okay, so today's topic up to this much, and waiting for next day class will be very much important to you. And so today's class up to this much. Thank you.